cuddle up with a good book, a cozy blankie, and a pillow, maybe a little cozy friend, and use that to supersize and grow your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our final idiom in our book series for the month of June 2021 is cuddle up with a good book. This is one of those idioms that always frustrates me when I cannot dig down and find the origin of it. There's a little debate online between curl up with a good book or cuddle up with a good book or cuddle up with a book without good in it, because we don't necessarily spend all of our time reading good books. Sometimes we don't know if they're good or not until after we've read them and we decide whether we think they're good or not. And so how do you use this, and what does this have to do with supersizing and growing our business? Now, there's tons of statistics and lots of information that indicates that readers are leaders, and that good leaders tend to be readers and avid readers or consumers of information, figuring out what makes the world work, what makes people work, what works for their particular business and industry. Readers are leaders. I firmly believe that. I've grown up as a reader. Even with my challenged vision, I find ways to read books. Thank goodness for some of the new technology that we have, so that no matter what your situation, you can access information from books, whether it's audible books or there's technology now that can expand and grow books and put them on big screens, or books that can, and technology and computers that can read things for us. So there's really no excuse to not consume information and knowledge and gain wisdom wherever you can, especially with respect to how do you grow, how do you run, how do you supersize your business. On my Supersize Your Business private group, and it's a group, it's not, you know, if you ask to join and answer the couple of questions, no problem, you can get in. But at the beginning of that, there's a scavenger hunt that leads you through the entire process and some information about what it takes to grow and to build and supersize your business. It's all out there for anybody to look at. And where have I gotten all that information? Well, from books originally, and from learning, and from actually applying and doing and growing businesses. So one of the most important things that we learn, and that I've learned, is that learning and reading needs to be fun. And I remember my son has learning challenges, not learning disabilities. I cannot stand that term. Just because somebody is different doesn't mean they have a disability, because guess what? We are all different, and the diversity and the differences among us are what make us all amazing, and what makes the world a better place. What makes the world work is that we all do want different things. We all look for different things. But he had challenges. He has dyslexia and dysgraphia. He'd probably not want me talking about it, but he's overcome those things, and he doesn't have trouble with them anymore. But he did when he was in the school system. And one of the things that I had to figure out was, how do I get him to love reading so that he can practice the skills that he needs to become a good reader and a lover of information and curiosity in reading. And I guess we appealed to his curious nature and found things that he was interested in. Everybody's interested in something. We're all interested in something. And those are the things we should cuddle up with a good book about, and we should read and study and learn about, so that we can create more of them in our lives, and more of those things in our life that make the way we want our life to be work for us. And that's how we grow and supersize our businesses, by learning the skills that we need. Each of us need different skills and abilities and talents and areas of interest to make our businesses work, based on the experiences we've had, the people we bring into our lives that help us to grow our businesses. All of us come with different blueprints and different talents and different skills and abilities. And those are all things that we learn, because none of us were born knowing any of this, right? So we've had to figure it all out along the way, or team up with people that have already figured it out and grow our business that way. One of the fastest ways to grow your business is, of course, by bringing in talented team members and other people, or partnering up with people, not literally partnering, but doing joint ventures and things to achieve what you want in terms of your business goals and objectives. How do you want to impact the world? Who do you want to impact? And some of how we learn that is by reading and modeling and learning from people that have gone before us, or people that are maybe alive now today that have had more experiences and different experiences than we have, that we can garner their wisdom from, so we can learn the lessons that they've learned without having to make all the mistakes that they make. Because we forget that we're all here experiencing our life, and a lot of it's trial and error and making mistakes and learning from those mistakes and moving on and continuing to move forward. So are you a reader? I guess I'd be curious about that. Do you like to cuddle up with a good book? I am one of those people that read a couple of minutes before I go to bed every night. And no matter how tired I am, there's a stack of books by my bed. I'll have to count them tonight, I'm not sure, but there's always a stack and a pile of books on my bedside, and one of those gets a little bit of attention every night before I go to bed, just because I'm always wanting to feed my mind. I think if we feed our mind, it gives us more ideas. If we have more ideas, it gives us more, it's like having a great vocabulary. It gives us more options and more things to choose from. It helps us to open up our minds and see more opportunities, see solutions to problems that other people just might not see. And that, in a relaxed, talented way, which was actually our annual challenge topic today, was that relax and focus on your talents. And we create and enhance our talents and our mastery of things by learning more about them, applying, and doing. So, curious, do you cuddle up with a good book? Do you like this saying? I'm all about the soft and cozy. I live in a 4-season cold climate, and the winter is my favorite time to, sit by the fireplace, cuddle up with an Afghan or a soft, cozy blanket and a pillow and in a wingback chair, and just relax and read and learn more and just find things that I'm curious about and explore those things. So, do you cuddle up with a good book? Do you believe readers are leaders? Do you believe readers are, and being an avid reader and exploring and learning from the examples and experience of others is helpful to you? If so, share in the comments below. Otherwise, that's it for today. Again, an idiom, no background on it, just know that it's very popular. Can be curl up, can be cuddle up, whatever. The point is, reading is fundamental and good for all of us. And if you're not an avid reader or a lover of reading, pick things that you're interested in. It doesn't have to be big, thick books. This is actually a pretty big, thick black book. And you don't have to, check with Avril. She'll tell you all the ways that you can absorb the information you want from a book without having to read the whole book. So reading doesn't have to be cumbersome or a burden or hard. It should be an enjoyable activity that's just a natural part of your continuing education, your continual learning, your continual improvement. Have an awesome day. I will be with you tomorrow. No idea what our topic is going to be, or if I'm going to have a topic or just randomly find an idiom. You can see I have no idiom for tomorrow. And if you've got a suggestion for any idioms you'd like to know the meaning of and a tie-in to business, share that in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. Hopefully, what it means for sure and where it comes from, the origin of it, because that to me is the fun of it. It's kind of like trying to dig out the origin of these idioms. And it's rare that I can't find any information about where they originated or came from. I think in this day and age of the internet, there'd be all kinds of information. And maybe I just need to go, 20,000 entries into the searches to find that actual information. But that's a lot of information to sift through for a quick blurb on our Supersize Your Business page. Have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. Bye. Have a great day.